The 1970s were a golden era for sci-fi TV, full of imaginative worlds, bizarre creatures, and stories that pushed the boundaries of reality. While some shows from that time have become cult classics, others have faded into obscurity. Here are 8 forgotten sci-fi gems from the 70s that deserve a second look. Space 1999 imagined a future where the moon gets knocked out of Earth's orbit and drifts through space, taking a moon base full of humans along for the ride. This British series had some of the most ambitious special effects of its time, rivaling even some of the big Hollywood films and those iconic Eagle transporters. Still some of the coolest spacecraft ever designed. With Jerry Anderson at the helm, the show's production values were sky high, even if its scientific accuracy occasionally took a hit. The $6 Million Man. The Lee Majors-driven sci-fi show following Agent Steve Austin was hugely popular on TV, but was also hugely influential in pop culture generally. When astronaut Steve Austin is injured during a test flight, he is rebuilt with bionic implants that basically make him a badass. Naturally, he's then recruited to work for the OSI, or Office of Scientific Intelligence, as a secret agent doing all kinds of secret agent stuff. While some of the other shows on this list are great for novelty viewing, The $6 Million Man is just legitimately good TV. Kamen Rider. Originally airing in 1971 with 98 episodes, Kamen Rider tells the tale of a world plagued by a mysterious worldwide terror organization known as Shocker, who take humans and turn them into cyborg mutants. If that's not enough to make you want to watch this show, consider The Hero. One of the cyborg mutants who escapes before he can be brainwashed. Kamen Rider was hugely influential in future television, manga, and films, and was the original inspiration for the idea to reappropriate Japanese action TV for Power Rangers. The Tomorrow People. The Tomorrow People might sound familiar to those who saw the revival on Nickelodeon in the 20-teens, but this show has its roots squarely in British 70s sci-fi. The series followed a group of teenagers who represent the next stage in human evolution, with abilities like telepathy and teleportation. Aimed at a younger audience, the show combined groovy 70s vibes with a genuine exploration of social issues, making it a cult favorite. Its use of special effects was cutting edge for a kids' show at the time, even if the jaunting sound effects still echo in fans' memories. Timeslip. Another one seemingly aimed at kids, Timeslip has definitely slipped under the radar. This underrated cult classic has since been highly regarded as a challenging and thoughtful exploration of time travel and technology concepts, even though it only ran for one season over 26 episodes. It follows the adventures of Simon Randall and Liz Skinner, who discover the time barrier, which lets them travel through time. Despite the fact Timeslip didn't last very long, it's often listed as one of the best sci-fi shows of all time. Far Out Space Nuts. Far Out Space Nuts was the show that asked, what if we put 2 bumbling maintenance workers into space and watched what happens? It was produced by Sid and Marty Krofft, the same minds behind many a psychedelic Saturday morning fever dream. The show initially only lasted 1 season, but it became a cult classic. Battlestar Galactica. In the wake of the success of Star Wars, ABC figured why not throw a ton of money at this series, following humans in search of a new home aboard the titular spaceship, all while evading those pesky Cylons, of course. The fact the show was clearly an effort to capitalize on the sci-fi frenzy of the late 70s shouldn't take away from it. Despite the fact the original run only lasted 2 seasons, it's clearly had an outsized influence, leading to multiple iterations and developing a style that is still beloved today. Land of the Lost. Land of the Lost was a Saturday morning staple from 1974 to 1976, following the Marshall family as they explored an alternate universe alongside dinos and lizard people. Chock full of effects, and with a more serious tone than most other Saturday morning options, Land of the Lost became a beloved classic that also featured episodes written by several prominent science fiction writers.